What's up, guys? All right, so I turned the camera a little bit. Not sure if this angle's better. I was getting some glare from where the sun's at in some of my last videos, so I actually put it to the other side so you get a different view. You get the barn in this video. I can't really talk about what I did, because every time I talk about doing something to a firearm, YouTube demonetizes it for, modifying such firearm, which is ridiculous. I don't modify really anything. So from now on, I'm just going to hold it up to the camera and you can kind of look and decide if I've done anything or not. But hopefully this actually makes this Smith & Wesson 5.7 a little better for me. Now, I know some people's not had any issues with it, but the grip was a little bit long and really narrow, and it allowed it to move just a little bit in my hand, and I was shooting it left. It's like when I take a grip, it would just kind of push it left, and I was shooting left really, really badly. But in my last video, I talked about how light shooting this was and how I thought this was the best 5.7 pistol, and I still feel that way. I just need to get it suited for my hand, and hopefully this does it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually put 10 rounds through it just to kind of get a feel for it again. Again, it has one of the best triggers any M&P has ever had. Let's just take a look at it again. A little bit of take up, smooth as glass through that take up. It's like a 3.5 pound pull. It's under 4 pounds. Just ridiculous. But I'm going to put 10 rounds at the target down there at about 10 yards. And we're just going to see if this helped any. So let me put on my eyes and ears and we'll take a look. Okay, guys, a lot of you said it's probably me, and it probably is. I've seen other people shoot this pistol and not have much issue with it. So it's probably just my grip or something that has to do with me. I have plenty of other videos showing me shooting tight groups. So this gun just may not fit my hands. It fits everybody else's. I don't know, but let's see if this actually helps. 10 yards, 10 rounds. Let's go take a look. All right, guys, that wasn't the slowest shooting I've ever taken. And let's go take a look, see if that helped any. I think it did. And I still stand behind my comment of that is probably the best 5.7 pistol that I think is made right now. The trigger is amazing. I've not tried a PSA, and a lot of you have said I should try a PSA, and maybe I'll pick one of those up. But I'm going to throw up a shoot and see, and I'm just going to slow down with about 5 rounds and just see what kind of accuracy I can get. With this, I should have moved the table as well. With this right here, because that really helps fill in the meaty part of my hand here, and allows me to actually get way better accuracy, apparently. So this gun went from shooting 6-8 inches left to being right in the A zone on every single shot. So let me put up a shoot and see, and slow down a little bit, see what we got. Okay, guys, I'm just shooting the FN 40 grain VMAX bullet. I have a ton of this stuff. Bought it when it was like $20 a box, and now it's like 50. But we're at 10 yards. I have a shoot and see, and we're just gonna find out if this thing is as accurate as it looked like at the beginning. Slow it down. I was shooting a little low. We'll probably do that again, but I will go show you this route. I wasn't shooting low at the first of it. Not that far left, but I shot a little low. The first round wasn't too bad, it was left, but the other 4 was down here. We're gonna try that again. It didn't look conducive to what was up at the top. So let me reload, try it one more time. All right, guys, one more time. Let's see if we can slow it down a little bit. So that was way, way better. And I think the more I shoot it, the better I'll get with it. As you can see, here's 3 shots. There's the 4th shot. I think that was the 5th shot. So I had one a little low. These right here are all in that center ring. I had one just outside. Way better. I'm gonna continue to shoot this gun a little bit. On camera, we'll shoot several more rounds through it. I don't know, a few more magazines. I probably got, I think I put like 50 or 60 rounds through it last video, and now I seen I was just way, way off center, and I could tell that the grip was definitely the problem for me. So I wanted to wait till I got the Hogue and see if that helped. And it's definitely helped, at least for me. So if you're having the same problem I was, or that grip doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can do what I did. As you could plainly see, again, can't talk about it, but you could plainly see it, and it helped me at least. Let me put a few more magazines, or load a few more magazines. We'll finish this video up. Okay guys, I still say these magazines are pretty hard to load. I don't know what it is. A lot of Smith & Wesson M&P magazines are harder to load, and I hear a lot of people complain about their magazines, and this one's no different. You think this one will be easier since you can just pop them down in it, but it's still a little difficult to load these bad boys. It can be done. I will tell you this. If you load 22 rounds in this magazine, which is what it holds, and you try to put it in the gun with the slide shut, it is near impossible. You have to slam it in there. It can be done, but you think you're going to break the frame when you do it. But if you do it with the slide open, it doesn't make a difference. All right, let's go take a look at it. That's actually for fast shooting at about 10, 12 yards. Not horrible, but not great. But I do think if you had an optic, you could really dial that in a little better. Those sights are a little wide. I'm not knocking the sights, because that right there is still plenty accurate to do the job if you need to do it. But optics just make things a little better. And a lot of people will actually argue that point. But there are police forces all around the country that are going to optics because it does make life a little bit easier. But definitely with fast shooting, and that's about an 8-inch, 6 or 8 inch shooting set. I can't remember if it's an 8-inch or a 6-inch. I think it's an 8-inch. All of them's basically inside the 3rd ring anyway. So all those are A-zone hits. Pretty rapidly. There's not a lot of recoil on that gun. Let's put another magazine through it. All right, guys, this will be the final magazine I put through it today. I think I've seen everything I need to see, that this has actually really improved this pistol and the way it feels in my hand. This wasn't the easiest thing to get on because this grip is so wide, but if you follow the instructions and cut the box and slide it in, it can be done fairly easily. It just takes a little bit of elbow force to get it in there. But as you can see, you can get them on. I've got it on this one. And as we've seen from the target, it's dramatically improved accuracy, at least for me. So if you're having the same problem I am, that grip don't feel good, Hogue might actually help you out. All right, let's go take a final look. I can't get used to the table being behind me. I'm used to walking towards the camera, not away from it. I got a little quick on that one, threw one down here, but everything else, this is your A zone. Everything is 100% inside that A zone. And I have to say, I feel pretty comfortable with that now. I'm probably getting up close. I've almost shot that 50 round box, and I put a few out of another box I had. So I'm up to about 100-ish rounds through that gun now, a little more. No hiccups, no malfunctions. M&Ps, they just run. If you watch Grand Thumb's video where he torture tests a lot of stuff with ice and mud and stuff like that, the M&P has like won every single one of them. And there's no reason for me to believe, and I've got to move that table, but there's no reason for me to believe that this isn't just as reliable as those other M&Ps are. And it's very flat shooting. The way they have this gas system on this barrel I showed in the other video, there's just no recoil at all in this pistol. And like I said, the trigger is just amazing in itself. And this rotating barrel, the way it don't unlock until the rounds almost left the chamber, it just eliminates all recoil. And as we've seen, the accuracy is actually there. Again, I do a little better with optics. So I think if I threw an optic on this, I don't have to focus on that front sight. You can actually look through the optic just like you do on a rifle and just focus on the target. I think I could really dial the accuracy in on this. And I will probably eventually put one on it, because after seeing what it can do now and how it fits my hand now, I like this gun a whole lot better. And it is still very pointable and very ergonomic and flat shooting. Would I ever carry a 5.7? Probably not. But they are very fun guns to shoot. And I believe I have a video on here of it suppressed, and I could not believe how quiet this thing was suppressed for how fast those little rounds are going. I mean, it was very hearing safe. And it's a what is that? It's a Dead Air Mask HD 22 can that's rated for 5.7, so it's really not that big a can. And I could shoot that thing all day. It's just, it just flabbergasted me on how quiet that was. But anyway, I hope this helps you all out. If you all was thinking about getting one of these, but my last video has made you be like, I don't know, there is a solution, and it does work. It actually moved my rounds probably 4 to 5 inches to the right with just that. It's crazy. Well worth the money. I think it was like $8 or $9, $10, I don't know, off Amazon. Totally worth it. I appreciate y'all watching this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I can answer your comment if you have a question about this. I just can't put it on here because every time I do, they demonetize it. I don't get it. I just don't understand. But anyway, I love you guys. We'll see you next time.